and we have the first attacker getting ready for NJ Flex. Paul is going to go in, and he is actually already in with this super barbarians. I was about to say the super archer blimp, but instead it's some lightnings versus this interesting looking base from Goheel.
Yeah, with the early lightning spells, with that Warden ability, protecting that blimp, wants to make its way over not only to grab the Town Hall with the blimp, but these early balloons to try to move in and grab that multi-target Inferno. Town Hall has been secured, and the multi-target Inferno, the balloons somehow are pathing around it. The Warden can snipe it with the owl. Yes, the Warden finally does just grab it.
Yeah, now you can really tell, like, this entire base has kind of turned into like a little ring base to some degree, and especially with all of those open corners, you can tell, like, those troops can walk now from the 9 o'clock side all the way up to the bottom side, enter into the scatter compartment, enter into the next scatter compartment, and enter into the multi-front tower compartment without having to invest a single wall break. This is massive, but at the same time though, when you're playing this strategy, you typically try to use the separate Titan or like some super barbarians to handle the clan castle, because all of this right now is costing a lot of time. And remember, you're kind of walking around this base as it would be a ring base, and troops without a rage spell, they're not as quick with the dealing damage. So 1 minute 40, we have to make sure that time is not going to be an issue on this one.
Yeah, you have to keep that in mind as the heroes are making their way slowly around this space. 1:30 seconds now, with 23 Super Barbarians still to utilize a Skeleton spell, which typically would be used there. But that's already gone. The Lightning was able to remove that. As the Super Barbarians are being used to pick off these defenses on the outside, but the Queen, she steps her way directly into the core of the space with an ability. She can go grab the defensive Eagle, but there is a rage spell on the backside.
Yeah, and with those two multi-front towers, that can be a really big problem. Maybe the Queen can trigger that rage tower early on. Even if she's going down, that would be massive for him. But time is ticking. 55 seconds at this point. Queen taking down the Eagle, maybe even triggering the rage tower. Then all of this would be worth it if she can trigger the rage tower, and no, she can't. And this means the two multi-front towers are going to wreck those back-end troops, maybe, depending on if he uses those spells perfectly for the Royal Champion.
Oh, he does. Decides, okay, this now gets raged up. There's the freeze, so the rage is not doing anything right now as the Super Barbarians are running around. Another freeze is down, has the Royal Champion ability. A Headhunter with the cleanup, running his way around, and it's looking good as long as the Royal Champion can get towards that storage in time with the ability. Oh, wait. The Archer Towers gets skipped through. Down goes the Expo. And now the King, though. The King's on the wall. 10 seconds. The storage, the Dark Elixir.
No way. 5 seconds. How many hit points? It has full hit points.
No!
Oh, no way. No way. And by the way, he already used the new Royal Champion skin of like the new skin set for the Halloween heroes. What is your opinion about those? I feel like they're like by far the coolest skins like getting added to Clash, right? Like they are looking insane.
Yeah, the animations, the effects in the skins that are coming out and everything nowadays, it's so cool to see. And if you want to get yourself the skin, it's in the Gold Pass. Take a look at it. It's the very first item there. Go into your Gold Pass right now, and you can check it out. It's the Royal Champion. So you'll have to have Town Hall 13. And if you're like, well, I'm only Town Hall 11 or 12, I can't use it. Well, it will go to your account. The moment you become a Town Hall 13, you'll be able to use it as a Royal Champion. So it's not like it goes away. You'll have it if you do unlock it. So keep that in mind once you do become a Town Hall 13. As we are now seeing Drago coming in with a Zap Lalo. Okay, not Super Barbarians here with 29 balloons. King is down to the top side. 6 lightning spells. He can look maybe to grab an Expo. Yes, an Expo and a multi-target Inferno.
Yes, the Rage Tower is still untouched, and we all know it can really be a big difference maker. And there's even a Poison Tower right behind as the Log Launcher is getting deployed to get into that multi-inferno tower section. Can maybe even with the Logs take down the Sweeper or the Poison Tower. Let's see how that's going to turn out. But the Queen for now is charging with her Unicorn into the multi-inferno tower and tanks the Expo, at least for now.
Yeah, he waits as long as possible to have to pop that ability because the Expo was on his Queen. If he pops ability, it will instantly go off the Queen onto the Log Launcher. So he kind of almost saved the Log Launcher health to get a little bit more by not popping that queen ability as early, as now the Lalo's coming into the left side. King's ability went off and it's coming in straight across into the Mile, and then eventually with a ward and a Turtle Tome to protect everything, making his way to that Town Hall.
Yeah, this looks really good, especially with how the Unicorn survived, and now the Yetis are tanking for that queen. They even have went through the wall. The queen now is able to get all of those buildings inside the middle of the base. Even the Tesla is now gone, and this might be really important as the Tesla itself, it does not deal that much damage, but there might be traps which are now not getting triggered because those balloons will never pass there. And take a look at how many troops there are still left. And the Royal Champion is taking as well with 2 more freezes. This was an incredible way to start off this match for his team.
Brilliant attack here with the RC ability that will skip across, and you always want to keep in mind time, so you don't want to swag anything that would help speed up your attacks. So like a Royal Champion ability can skip and hit these final buildings. Definitely make sure you use it to help speed up your finish, because if it comes down to the time, you want to have the advantages. It's all tied up here. 3 stars apiece, and that was a pretty quick attack.
Yes, pretty quick attack and even better execution right there. And now it's back to NJ Flex. And well, they have gotten really close to the 3-star as well, but they have not gotten that 3-star. Now they need this 1 building more.
Yeah, I was actually saying 3-star apiece. It's not, because it was 99, right? They came so close. I was remembering it was as a 3-star in the first one. So, but what will NJ Flex do? They need to get that extra building. They can't get another 99, as TWOB started off with that 3-star with a bunch of rocket loons in here with a blimp behind and is deciding not to invest. Oh, he has pushed back a little bit. And sweeper shot here. Is he gonna land? Okay, he does. He lands early, so he's able to not only take out this compartment, which includes the multi, but pulls out the clan castle so the queen can deal with it on the outside of this base.
Yes, but did you see it? He just concentrated on the... I mean, even the eagle went down. Like, this blimp is insane. But the only thing which I'm not a fan of is he could have deployed his queen during all of this opening. He delayed the queen until the blimp has landed inside that compartment. And as long as I'm not missing anything, there was no reason for it. They already have a time fail. They are already now 50 seconds into the attack and only at 13%. So this... if this attack is going to time fail, well, he can only blame himself for that, as this might be a big difference maker depending on how quick he can really push towards that tunnel with his queen.
Yeah, with that key ability going off, he's running up and around. The queen is pathing her way into the scatter shot. Gonna try to get this queen with a jump cell into the town hall. The pathing's looking pretty good as long as the queen can stay inside. Yes, there you go, with a jump now giving access to the Air Expo and then to the town hall.
Yeah, there goes the jump. The queen moving in slowly as she's taking down the expo. The rage was really... I think he could have placed it more aggressively, because the queen by now, as she's attacking the town hall, is not inside the rage anymore. And you can really feel that. You need to really get through those town hall hit points quickly, as the Hawks are now getting started at 1 minute and 15 seconds. So, well, let's see if this is going to be enough power for all of those raged up defenses and the bomb tower.
Yeah, with an early warden ability to protect these hogs as he continues to make his way through. No heal spell to heal them back up, so it's all about just overwhelming and pushing through, as the queen now gets locked down by the Mila, forcing her ability. But he does have another freeze at rage. They rage this queen up, keeps her going. And you talked about it. Time is going to be the biggest question mark. Is he going to have enough of it, as the queen's trying to make her way through the defensive king? No longer has her ability, so the Monolith may just take her down here.
Oh, is she going to win this? The rage effect is still on those healers. She might get it down, and yes, indeed, and now it's coming down to time. We have said, if this is going to time fail, he can only blame himself with how the attack has been started. The queen is dropping dangerous low. Can she stay alive? That would be massive, as every single damage point is important. Royal abilities can still be used. There's one more loon he could use for cleanup. There goes the Royal ability. When is he going to deploy the loon? It's 8 seconds, and I think it should be enough. And thank goodness it's not a time fail.
Wow.
We have a match. Both teams with 3 stars.
Well done there. Very nice. Getting that queen, charging her way onto that town hall. taking all that value, and then the Hogs completely used on the other side to move through that base. And it's just crazy to think that not even using a heal spell for Hogs. You're like, oh, yeah, no. You would think Hogs, yeah, of course, you got to bring a heal to heal them up. No, it's just overwhelming, pushing through, and it's all about that warden ability timing, keeping that queen alive, getting the value. But here we go, as now Summit with TWOB looking to bring in the Hydra with 6 lightning spells, taking out the monolith and the invisibility spell tower to start.
Yeah, good value again early on. But we have not seen that many successful attacks with those Dragon and Dragon Riders. So let's see if Summit can be one of the first ones to get those 3-star in with this approach, with this strategy, as he's trying to create the pathing, set up the funnel, and get those dragons into the base. And then, most likely, blimp that Town Hall as there is the Expo. And the Town Hall with the defense close by. Vulnerability should go off any second now.
Yeah, with that Warden ability protecting these dragons and that blimp raging it up to help secure the Town Hall as the defensive rage in this base is activated, pulls out super minions. Town Hall goes down as he's looking to then push these dragons continually more in towards that core as his heroes are placed to the bottom side to continue to run all the way down around. But this Eagle artillery shots are doing so much. You got to get through as fast as possible.
Yeah, they're flying through this core of the base. King and Queen are funneling perfectly. The Expo is going down, which is huge for him, as this means less damage on the Queen, and the Queen can get healed up again with that Unicorn in play. The King walking around the outside, and the Queen is walking in now. Is that a problem? Wow. Because those dragons just disappeared.
Yeah, those dragons just vanished. He does have Queen ability, Royal Champion still to utilize, but unfortunately the dragons were not able to push their way through the core of this base. He did use that Warden ability to protect the dragons very early to make sure that the blimp made it at Town Hall, but if he had that Warden ability for the deep in the core, that's where he was able to potentially keep the dragons alive, as now a Tassa farm pops on the backside as the Queen has to get through some walls. As this is going to be a lower percentage here, as there is way too much left for this Royal Champion to be able to run through.
Yeah, the Royal Champion will try her best to collect up a couple of more percentages, but this is not going to be enough to get close to the 99% which NJ Flex had earlier in this match, so they should take the lead after 2 attacks each. But I mean, anything can still happen, and if I've seen this correctly, I think we have seen most of the top hitters of NJ Flex so far in the beginning, hit rate wise. So let's see if this is going to have an impact on the next couple of attacks, and if those players then now can step it up for NJ Flex to really make sure that those next attacks are looking good as well.
Yeah, it all about momentum. Will that first attack be able to carry you for the rest of the war, or will it start to have more and more pressure on your attacks? And you gotta deliver. A lot of these matches with these pro players and teams is coming in with 13, some even 14 stars. So you have to put up the stars to be able to compete, and it gets harder and harder through the later stages of this World Championship qualifiers, as we're seeing the Hydra unfortunately not able to get it the lowest percent here, which is going to make TWOB have to start to think about getting those 3 stars and really maybe take some risk in terms of having to go all out from the opposite side of the Town Hall if it comes down to it.
Yeah, but NJ Flex is first, and they can really set the tone now of this match. If they 3-star it again, this would mean a lot of pressure down on the other team. If they 2-star, this would be a little bit more than relaxed. And we see actually the Super Dragons now instead of the regular Dragons, which we have just seen from the other team. So how does this work? We have the bats in, and he just tries to snipe down the Eagle, it looks like, with this one Dragon Rider.
Yeah, the Dragon Rider is going to move its way in towards the Eagle. Couple balloons to snipe the Archer Tower as well. The Bat Spell provided a beautiful distraction. Oh, look at these balloons pulling some Seeking Air Mines. And the defensive rage goes off, but this Dragon Rider is not going to be getting hit just yet, as he's working onto the Eagle Artillery. It does have the rage of Tesla.
Oh, no.
Slowly. Uh-oh, and now it's in range of the Expo. Uh-oh. That's Sweeper.
The
wow.
Rage Spitter Hut. The Rage Spitter Hut is repairing the Eagle non-stop. At this moment, it means it's back on full HP again, and this is not what they were hoping for. This Eagle was supposed to be down. Vulnerability goes up, and we have another Blimp directly going for the town. Is there a tornado trap is the question, or can this Blimp easily take... Oh no, the tornado trap is right there!
Oh, wow, that Blimp was supposed to land on the town hall, but the tornado trap was perfectly placed to pull that Blimp away. And he's not able to get the town hall. It's not even activated, which is kind of not a bad thing because it would be doing damage. But these Super Dragons have completely split. This Eagle Artillery was supposed to go down. The town hall was supposed to go down. These Super Dragons were supposed to path their way directly into that core by the multi-target Inferno. But now he has to recover and save the 2-star and get his heroes into the town hall here.
I mean, that is just crazy. This tornado trap, everything, they just perfectly predicted that entry, and especially that Blimp, so really nicely done. But those heroes, they have to make it work now. We have the ground expo. We have actually a couple of expos. We haven't rage, though. This rage is going to be used... Wait, is that rage still in range for the Royal Champion, or is she out of range? She has not the longest range. Oh, no! He misdropped the range, but there's still a couple of spells, so he should be fine getting the town hall. And the percentage are climbing higher as well, way higher actually than what I would have expected.
Yeah, with that Royal Champion securing the town hall, now the Queen's continuing her way up. He's got a freeze. He didn't use it on the Royal Champion, so that Queen's going to continue to make her way into the scatter shot. Approaching into the 80s, makes the Queen invisible. Going to be able to grab this compartment up here, and from what it was looking like a potential 1-star, but into the 80s, mid-80s. Oh, what? Okay, he froze the multi. There, Expo. I was going to say it wasn't in range, so it really didn't do much there. But he's approaching almost into a 90%. He could even get a 90 once that Queen gets the other army camp. That was impressive.
How did he turn that around? I mean, those open corner walls again, we're talking about them just so much, most of the time in combination with the Super Barbarians. But the Queen being able to reach into the compartment, even reach into the next compartment right there, is somehow making this possible to save an attack where the Blimp was baited perfectly to a 92% 2-star. So really good recovery right there and a solid percentage. But it's a 2-star, so yes, the percentage is heavily in favor of NJ Flex. But if on the other side now we see a 3-star, then the percentage do not matter because they would have the star lead. So let's see what is going to happen next.
Yeah, the star lead is what you need. That's what you're focused on at the end of the day, because if it's tied, then it will come down to percentage. But you don't have to have the percentage lead if you get just a 1-star victory, which we've seen so many times indeed. As we now see the next attack, which is going to be maybe a Blizzard Lalo with a 4 invis here. He does have a Blimp selected. Bowl Sweeper's pointing over the Eagle, and he sends the Hound over this Grand Warden. Blimp's coming through. If this Blimp lands, he can grab a Ground Expo, multi-target Inferno, the Town Hall as well, and oh, there's a lot of red air bombs near the Town Hall, which means that there won't be the red air bombs anywhere else for the Lalo.
I mean, this was just so risky. I mean, if there would have been giant bombs with the latest changes during the summer update to the Blimp and like how the the new system of releasing the troops in the siege machine works, if there would have been trapped, those goblins inside the Super Wizard Blimp would not mean anything. That would just get triggered by the goblins, and the wizards are there too quick and they would go down. So this Blimp was taking a huge risk, as this could have been pretty much 0 beatings going down from this with the Lava invested as well. But he's taking the risk, it's paying off, and he's now playing another Lalo attack, which already was the first 3-star for his team.
And now with that Lalo coming into the top side, the Queen is able to go into the core and take out that multi-target Inferno with her ability and more, as the Warden ability can be used perfectly. Protects. Look at that Hound flying all the way across. That is why it was a perfect Warden. You want to try to pair the Warden ability with 1 Hound at least, so it can pull traps and make it across the base to protect the pathing of the balloons all the way around.
And again, like they're really showcasing how good they are with their Lalo attacks. Just so impressive. And somehow, I mean, the queen survived until this point. Can she even take down that expo for the troops? That would be... I mean, she even takes down the expo. Are you kidding me? And even the king is surviving. I don't know how he does it, but that is another incredible attack. And now they are in the lead. They have, I think, still lower percentage, but they have the star lead. And this is what it's coming down to. Having more stars than your opponent is the most important thing, and this is exactly what they have after 3 attacks from each team.
Well done there as the RC ability skips across, takes out these final buildings, and a 3-star for TWOB means that they have the 1-star advantage in this match. Great attack right there.
Yeah, really nicely done. Getting the Blizzard Lalo, and I just think it's really cool that we don't see it that often anymore, but we still see from time to time some super wizard blimps, and they're just so good if they work. I mean, they're just incredible in getting a lot of value, and when the other team is not expecting that type of blimp and there are no giant bombs, this blimp is just getting incredible value. But we are back to NJ Flex, and yes, they have done really good at recovering attacks and getting high percentage, but they need 3 stars if they want to have a chance of really making sure that they are getting into the next stage and getting this $5,000 prize pool at least.
They're trying to win that money indeed, as we have lightning spells taking out the monolith, builder hut, and the sweeper, as we're gonna do a warden ability blimp to go for the town hall and the multi-target inferno. We've seen an attack just like this work just before. Let's see if this one as well can be successful. The town hall goes down quick with the Yetis. The multi goes down with the balloons, and he's able to lure out this clan castle and even activate the tornado and a couple red air bomb.
Yeah, that value looks really solid, but again, we have seen already how close those attacks are on time. Actually, it was, I think, the 99% attack for them with the Dark Elixir storage, I think, survived. So he needs to make sure that he's speeding things up and getting this attack in. This time, though, which is good for him, there is no Ice Golem Clan Castle. The Ice Golem Clan Castle was the last time the difference maker with making sure it's causing a time fail. This time, it's a Clan Castle which is not having that many hit points. It's dealing a lot of damage, but not delaying things as the other Clan Castle would have done.
Yeah, with now the Super Barbarian's going to be able to be used into the bomb tower to help protect, make sure the king doesn't go over there as they continue their way through. Even the ground expo will go down to the Super Barbarians as they slowly will make their way around. All these openings in the walls can make it annoying for a lot of different, like, queen charge type attacks, because you don't know where the queen's going to go. But an attack like this, where you can just slowly drop the Super Barbarians around and help your heroes continue their way through. But we have a defensive rate, but the Eagle Artillery is still raining fire.
Yeah, there goes the freeze, just making sure that the Rage Tower is not going off too early. When is he going to add the Royal Champ? There she goes, having the new skin as well. The Queen is following along, going into this compartment for the Multi-Inferno Tower. He has still 2 more freezes, a lot of spells, but at this point, only 1 minute left. The Royal Champion dropping really low, and that's a lot of damage. And he has only this 1 Super Barbarian left, Carbon.
Yeah, all the Super Barbarians are gone. Because he left that Eagle Artillery up till the very end, then it was just raining fire down. He was losing all of his health of his troops, and you don't want to leave that Eagle up, and it's looking like it's falling short here for Kevin of NJ Flex, as the Queen will go through another set of walls. No longer has the Queen ability. She's going to continue to try to... She does have the Unicorn to get healed up, but this Warden's going to hit like crazy. She might not even be able to make it through it. No, she won't. Oh, she actually barely hangs on. But still, not going to be enough time anyways, as it's going to be another 2-star for NJ Flex.
Yeah, the Super Barbarians are just not working for them. They have now 2 stars with them, and this is not what they need. They have to collect some 3 stars to stand a chance versus those 3 stars from TWOB. And this is, again, a solid percentage, but it's just not the 3-star. With only 1 3-star so far, it's going to be really hard to clutch this match. Well, if TWOB will get another 3-star now, it's not looking good for an NJ Flex whatsoever. But if there's a 2-star happening, this match can be still turned around really easily. So this next attack is going to decide a lot.
It is indeed. You have every single attack is an opportunity in a match like this. You got to keep focused and make sure you're pulling in those 3 stars. You never know. A 1-star could happen, but you just can't count of it. It just could be, hey, you know, you'll take it if it happens on the defensive side. But we're seeing now the next attack is going to be, it looks to be another Blizzard Lalo, as the blimp is going to be going over. Lands early. Giant bomb is here. Looking to grab the multi, the Eagle Artillery, a Ground Expo, Wizard Tower. There's a lot of value. Yes, even the other Ground Expo, Grand Warden Altar too. Very nice value to start.
Yeah, and it's always the thing, right? Like, if you're having a giant bomb somewhere, you need to have a small bomb there as well to take down super wizards. But then again, like, not that many teams are using this strategy. So it's like people tend to use then the small bomb somewhere different, and this is really enabling this super wizard blimp, and you can tell it's getting a lot of value if played right, and if the defender is not trying to defend it whatsoever. And this opening so far is looking incredible with the queen. I think she should close in really quickly on this defensive multi-inferno tower if she's going around that corner.
Ooh, that multi-target Inferno is going to force the Queen ability. No, the Barbarians tanked all the Inferno beams. Does now lure out the final super minions here to invest the poison spell. That Queen needs to make her way into the Ground Expo. She does. Ability goes off, but the Queen does die. But one of the super minions has gone out of the poison, so it won't go down to the poison, as the Lalo is now starting over this town hall.
Lalo is starting indeed, but the town hall is not activated just yet. It's at 43%. The loons are going around the town hall, and only at 50% it's getting activated. Or some lava pups are going to activate it. Loons are flying across, but the Royal Champion has not been placed just yet. Can the Royal Champion get that tunnel, or the loons pathing backwards?
And the Tesla farm is over near, or at least a couple Teslas, looking to be over by that Queen. The town hall explodes. These balloons go down. Does have 7 more loons to use with a defensive king and a queen that's less than half health. And that defensive super minion is doing work here. But a 2-star, like you said, now still keeps NJ Flex in this here. It's only put TWOB to 10 stars. And with a 3-star from NJ Flex, anything can happen in the final attack.
Yeah, the percentage is trying to get pushed higher, but we can already see that the percentage, I think, is not going to be in favor of TWOB if it might finish in a tie match when it comes down to star. So everything is relying on this next attack. If NJ Flex can 3-star, this would be a massive swing in their favor, as this would force TWOB to 3-star as well in their attack, since the percentage would be in their favor. So I mean, this match is getting really close as we're progressing deeper and deeper into it, and there's only 1 attack each for each of those 2 teams.
Yeah, 77% 2-star here for TWOB. Unfortunately, not able to get it with the Blizzard Lalo. Is there a reason why you think this attack kind of fell short? Do you think he needed to get more value with that blimp, or more value with the heroes combination of those 2, Itsu?
Sorry, what?
Do you think there's a reason why the attack failed? In terms of, did he needed to get more value with the blimp, or with the heroes combination of both of those, maybe?
I feel like the pathing with the loons around the town was not optimal. I think he would have needed to have some way to work around it. And having a lot of loons backtrack is never a good thing to happen.
Yeah.
But this one is not going to be a Lalo. Instead, it's going to be a Super Dragon attack with the Record spell and the Flame Flinger. Where's that place? On the far right? No, at the bottom side. That's where we can see already the first couple of shots coming in. Queen is most likely getting redirected towards the top side to clear out the top side compartment. Or maybe somewhere different, as at the top side, that's where the monolith is located, as this is like a not symmetrical base. So what exactly is going to be the plan? Is he trying to charge the town hall? I don't know.
Well, this Queen is making her way slowly. He can pull this Queen back with a recall spell. The Flame Flinger is slowly working down to the bottom side. He does have a Hog. He could drop the Hog for the Flame Flinger. Why? To pull out any traps in front of it, giant bombs, things like that, to try to help protect the Flame Flinger as it moves his way through. Now the Queen is up to the top side of this space, and bow sweepers are pointing down towards the Eagle artillery. So it looks like a Super Dragons are going to come right in towards that top side multi.
Yes, but he needs an answer for that Monolith for sure, as it's targeting now that Queen. The Frost and Skeleton spell are making sure that there is not as much damage. A nice wall break, as he expected the Tesla being in that compartment, because otherwise the wall break would have not targeted that wall right there. Vulnerability is perfect. The Super Dragons can now leave the Town Hall poison quickly again, and this attack is looking really solid depending on what this backhand looks like, with the 2 raised up expos being a different task to get through when the King is getting added as well.
Yeah, that rage spell is going to range up 2 Infernos, Eagle, 2 Expos, so much stuff down here. It's going to be very difficult to charge through, but he's got some spells, a Rage and an Invis. King is down as well to help, and the Royal Champion yet to be deployed. While the Super Dragon down south is finally now going down, which came out of that Flame Flinger, takes out the Grand Warden altar as well, and some fire spares. I think the Flame Flinger might just grab that bot to the left side scatter shot. Yes!
Yeah, there goes the wall break. You said it perfectly placed to get that Queen further into the base, get her access to all of those defenses, but the time carbon is ticking again. He might have to rage up the Royal Champion as she can just jump over all of those walls. That's exactly what he's doing. And 30 seconds now to really make sure that every single building is going down. This is going to be a race against the clock, but there's not much left on the left side though.
He's got to move. That Queen's going to grab the Builder Hut. He's got the RC ability to skip through with 1 Invis. If there's ground skeletons that pop up, you can make the Skellies invisible technically as he's running through. Only 1 building left. And he's able to get this one done with the Hog, and it's a 3-star, which, if you take a look at the percentage, they are by far in the lead with percentage. So at 2-star from TWOB, it is not going to be enough. So they must 3-star just to win this one on a star count.
This is good. I mean, this is exactly what we were hoping for when we kind of introduced all of the different matches. That is going to be close matches. We want to have the last attack matters. The last attack is going to decide that match, and that is exactly happening right now. Perfect finish for the first match, but let's see how this finish looks like, and which team is actually going to make it to the next stage, is going to have guaranteed $5,000 prize pool.
Wow.
And which team is out of this World Championship, and there's no second chances.
No second chances here, as we're seeing a Blimp going in here, gonna try to help take out this town. Invis is down. No pressure here, but it all comes down to this. Trying to then take out the Town Hall. The Invis was activated. Oh no. Hold on. They need to go for the Town Hall. Yes, they do. He's out of spells. Super Wizards, they gotta take it down. One, no!
Oh, no. I mean, this is now going to be really rough. I mean, with the percentage on the right side, you can see a 3-star would give your team 20%. This means they can get the high... Oh, and the Queen ability is gone versus the Headhunter.
No.
This is going from bad to worse for the attacker. But what I want to say, 20% is the max you can add with 1 attack. And that could even only go to 90%. So they have to 3-star this attack if they want to win this match. And so far, it's not looking like this is going to happen. Otherwise, this might be the craziest recovery. We don't know. The Town Hall's down at least.
Yeah, at least he secured the Town Hall here. It does have 3 Hounds, 28 balloons. This is going to be a long way to go. Here comes the Lalo over to the right. He could send the Royal Champion in towards the Air Expo to try to path her way into the multi-sweeper, but he decides to send that Royal Champion right under the Lalo, where he can drop another Hound, some Headhunters potentially, if he has any. I don't see, unless they were already deployed. He pops that Warden Billy. Yeah, okay, there. He deployed them straight into the Royal Champion. But there is a Milo and a multi to the top side that is still up, but luckily the Royal Champ does path their way up there as the Lalo is continuing its way over the Eagle.
Yeah, just keep going around that Eagle, and the good news is that he does not need a quick Lalo at this point, as the Eagle is down, The Royal Team has taken down the core, and the path is pretty much set and clear for those loons. But there's still a lot of back-end with this defending Queen, the X-Bow, and the Scatter. But he's making this really close.
He is. He's got that freeze onto the scatter shot as he needs to overwhelm this Queen because it's picking off his balloons. Is the Owl? No, he doesn't have an Owl on the ward. He's got the Frosty, where he's trying to make his way in. Oh, that enemy Queen is so low health. The balloons are all going down. Minions up and around. The ward is trying to help take out the scatter, but the Frosty is now gone. And we still have an air defense left in this base. And that blimp, not able to grab that Town Hall. He wanted that Queen to grab that Air Expo and more value up to the top side. Remember, this had to be a 3-star in order to win this match. And this was a match between teams that are both 2-2 in the Swiss bracket, which means if you lose this, you will then have 3 losses and you will be eliminated from the Clash of Clans World Championship qualifiers. And unfortunately, that is the end of the row for TWOB, and NJ Flex is going to be victorious based on percentage.